In Miami Beach after a weekend of chaos.
City of Miami Beach is currently under a state of emergency.
Mostly maskless crowds from out of town hacking famed Ocean Drive, overwhelming police.
You are commanded to immediately and peacefully disperse.
Throngs of young adults defying a new 8 o'clock curfew. Police then using pepper balls to break up the crowd. Some trampled in the stampede. These scenes prompting city leaders to extend the curfew and close causeways into Miami Beach from Thursdays to Sundays through mid-April. Some are accusing the police of using unnecessary force on a predominantly black crowd.
I think that the response to crowds of black people doing whatever they're doing always tends to engender a little bit more aggression, a little bit more force.
But police insist they're targeting unlawful behavior.
A dangerous and deadly weekend finally over. Metro Atlanta endured shootings and robberies and other crimes all during All-Star Weekend, and now police are tasked with finding those responsible for causing the chaos. Team coverage on the crime as well as the packed clubs, bars and restaurants that we saw over the weekend. And we begin with CBS 46's Ashley Thompson. Ashley.
Rick, police admit it was a wild weekend, but they are not ready to blame the All-Star game for it just yet. They are now investigating who was involved in these crimes, whether they lived here in Atlanta or if they were from out of state. But police say this trend, this uptick in shootings happened well before this weekend.
Around 9 this morning, police found 2 men shot multiple times at an apartment building downtown.
I know right away it was a gunshot because it kept going time to time like pow, 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 pow.
It's the latest in a series of shootings in Atlanta. Around 2 a.m., police found a car on fire in northwest Atlanta with a man dead inside. And last night, officers responded to a shooting on Oak Street where they found 1 man injured and another dead.
I mean, you want to be safe wherever you lay your head, so it's kind of dangerous.
The weekend brought at least a dozen shootings, including this one at a gas station on Piedmont and John Wesley Dobbs, and this one between neighboring business owners on Whitehall Street.
I believe one of them was a restaurant. The other is some type of lounge.
Sergeant Jarius Doherty with APD says officers are not ready to point the finger at out-of-towners who were here for All-Star Weekend.
The fourth industrial revolution will impact our lives completely. It will not only change how we communicate, how we produce, how we consume, it will change actually us, our own identity. And of course gives life to such policies and developments like smart traffic, smart government, smart cities. What we will see is that everything will be integrated into an ecosystem driven by big data and driven particularly by close cooperation also of governments with business, civil society. And this revolution will come at a breathtaking speed. It will be like a tsunami. And actually, it's not just a digital revolution. It's digital, of course, physical with nanotechnology, but it's also biological. And those 3 dimensions provides the particular force to this revolution. So what the World Economic Forum is doing is to promote this public-private cooperation to master the fourth industrial revolution. The fourth industrial revolution will have multifold impacts. Of course, every industry will be digitalized, will be disintermediated, and has to define a new business model. But it's not only business which is affected, it's government which has to move over to agile government. It is society as a whole with the danger of job losses, but also with the need to reskill and upskill people fast. So there's an impact on society. So we will have to prepare very well for this revolution, and I feel that the Asian countries with a relatively young population can manage and master this revolution easier compared to other countries in the world. What is particularly important is the educational system. We have to change the educational system, which is still very much anchored, even in the 19th century, we have to adapt it to the need to change continuously, for example, jobs. So the new educational system has not only be aiming at developing digital capabilities, and I should add ethical norms, but it also has to be based on a lifelong educational system.
Hey, good morning, everyone. It is officially 11:14 a.m. in Texas. Yeah, I knew it'd been a while since I dropped my last 2 videos, but things happen. I'm getting to that in a little bit. Yeah, but since what's the name I'm gonna call this? Cause I can't really say the word since YouTube, everything, but the world changing event, let's call that, until I found a better word further. But yeah, since that happened, about a year ago, got me thinking, about some things. Since I've been doing research for other videos, and I learned that it's a lot of things that's going to happen, and it's gonna happen. And I'm gonna show my audience further, whoever have ears to hear. But yeah, I will probably go into that to my next video. But right now, I'm pretty sure y'all saw the videos that's going. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just looking at something right now. But I'm pretty sure y'all saw the videos that was in the first start by Tamika Mallory, everything, and Klaus, whatever, I cannot pronounce his last name, but Klaus from the World Economic Forum, and all the other stuff, and all the violent stuff that's going on right now. But yeah, I took off a year basically just to get myself together and I don't want to say prep because it made me sound like one of them conspiracy theorist dudes, but because I'm taking this world changing very, very serious. But I took on some extra hours at my job to pay for certain things, and so I'm almost at my goal where I'm at right now, but I have some things that I have to do. But I feel comfortable enough that I can let out these videos so everybody else can know. So yeah, I think some people, mainly this channel right here that I'm on, is for black people, so-called black people, whatever you want to call it, black, African American, don't really matter to me. But you know what I'm talking about. But black American people, let's just say that, to make it to just narrow it down. I mean, I accept other people on the channel, but it's mainly for black American people. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But okay, let's get started on this. Now, I bet some of my viewers are asking, why do I have Miami Beach incident that happened, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, or probably 4, depending on this video. But yeah, let's read this here. It was a lot going on, and I don't understand why it's like yeah, it's mostly adults. Well, older adults, other than young college adults, mostly grown people, like grown, like 30s, 40s, maybe 50s. Shit. But okay, let's get into this. Miami Beach police fired pepper balls and crowds partiers and arrested at least a dozen people late Saturday as the city took extraordinary measures to crack down on spring breakers, who officials have said are out of control. The aggressive enforcement actions came just hours after Miami Beach Mayor Dan Gilbert declared a state of emergency. Damn. must have been a lot going on. I mean, well, some people did get hurt, but what else that was going on? State emergency set at 8 p.m. curfew saying the crowds have to sit in the city recently more than we can handle. Too many are coming really without the intentions of following the rules. I could believe that, because I'm black myself, and they just say some things that black people know, and this is pretty much one of them. Picture says a lot of words. I'm not judging, I mean, I like to have fun too, of course, not really a party person myself, but I go out a time or two, then do a couple things, but it's a time and place for everything, fellas and women. It says too many are coming really without attention following rules, and the result has been a level of chaos and disorder that just something more than we can endure, Gilbert told CNN's Anna Cabrera. Saturday night, hundreds, mostly maskless people remain in the streets well after 8 p.m. curfew with sirens blaring. Police opened fire with pepper balls and chemical irritants. Okay, we know what that is. But yeah, most of them don't have masks. I mean, if you don't want to wear a mask, it's your personal choice. But I mean, if the city is telling you, yeah, we gonna do this, you gotta follow these rules. If you gonna do this, are we gonna shut it down? Well, I mean, they city, you know what I'm saying? You knew well before coming in that this was gonna happen. So I'm not saying this is just a black person thing, but I mean, something's got to change. But I'm gonna get into that a little bit further as the video goes. Police in Miami Beach earlier Sunday arrested at least a dozen people following starter curfew. Officers began dispersing crowds at 8 p.m. and ultimately achieved a satisfactory level of compliance. Police spokesperson Ernesto Rodriguez told CNN more than 50 people, has been arrested. 8 firearms confiscated since Friday, according to a tweet. Dang, 50 people arrested, 8 firearms. I mean, why would they be? Okay. The 8 p.m. curfew and road closed. City Entertainment District will be effect until Tuesday. I guess he's just going to shut it all down. Okay, now the curfew extended, so I guess they going to, they shut it down, so. Well, I mean, it should be able to through April 13th. Well, it should in a couple of days, probably a week from now, be open. Yeah, they shut it all down, but fortunately, the goal here is to really contain the overwhelming crowd of visitors and the potential violence of disruption and damage to okay, it's type of whether initial or not, Iguela said. Fortunately, this is the last thing that I had wanted to do, but this is a spring break like no other, he said. Not all people that visit Miami Beach are bad, come to Miami Beach with intention of breaking the law and disrupting our quality of life. Man, I guess it's spring break no others. I got research that. Spring break like no others. Man, okay. I mean, I'm not saying he probably overdoing it, but god dang, guys, what the hell y'all doing out there? But this is a different situation. It calls for drastic measures. The attempted crackdown comes as Florida has thrown open its doors to tourists after a year of coronavirus lockdown restrictions around the country. Government Ron DeSantis has break the state's oasis freedom. Okay, whatever. Whoa, all right. Yeah, I mean, at least I don't see nobody twerking yet over here, so okay, no, I'm pretty sure somebody over there, but I mean, there's a lot of people. Large crowd of people gathering on a walkway near the beach in Miami Beach on Saturday. Friday night, someone shot a weapon into the air and there was a riot, he said. Other things have happened that are similarly challenging, and so it feels like a tender. It feels like just any match could set it off. The mayor said the situation has worsened with each day, Gilbert said, and the pandemic makes things even more challenging. Okay, I can see that. I mean, these clearly not college kids. Well, most of them. So I mean, I can see how things get challenging with firearm getting shot in the air, but what I know. Hotel concerned about safety. Okay, Miami Beach nightlife has never been for the faint of heart, but local officials and residents have noticed the particular aggressiveness of the spring revelers during the ongoing pandemic. Clevelander South Beach, one of Miami Beach's most iconic hotels, announced Friday it would temporarily halt its food and beverage operations because safety concerns for its employees and patrons. Wow, did y'all hear that, fellas? And when they said, okay, now, imagine this, right? You a vendor, right? You sell food and drinks, and you, big crowds, you make a lot of money, like concerts, like sporting events, stuff like that. And they said, hell no. They said, we ain't doing this one. They said, we scared for our lives. And I guess because coronavirus too, but whatever. But recently we have grown increasingly concerned with the safety of our dedicated employees and valued customers and ability of the city to maintain safe environments surrounding area, the hotel said. And so I guess they just explaining why they ain't gonna be out there. But thousands of arrests and infections continue. More than 1,000 people arrested in Miami Beach since February 3rd as spring break trials has come to the city. Okay, while the city had been dealing with large crowds, Gunner said things has changed Friday when thousands gathered on Ocean Drive. There was no special event planned, and none of these people was patronizing restaurants or establishments, he said. It looked like a rock concert. You couldn't see pavement, you couldn't see grass. All you could see was wall-to-wall people, he said. Man, damn, I guess that was... And they're like, man, just getting it in, okay. So basically, this was just an out-of-control event, and niggas was just basically making it no better. I'm not saying like white people don't do it too, but I mean, just come on, guys. Like, the thing just happened, and you guys back out there next year, right around the corner. It just became a year, but all right. Miami Beach Police Chief Police Chief Richard Clement said at Sunday's meeting he believes the pandemic was a contributing factor as people who have been cooped up have fewer spring break options. Trapped in Miami Beach, well, that's true. He said 86 firearms have been seized since February 3rd. 86 firearms, dude. Come on. Why is they bringing their weapons to the goddamn beach? Like, oh my God. Why? Well, did anybody... I don't think. Well, I think somebody got killed, but I mean, dang. It's been alarming, Clemens said. On several nights, large crowds has turned to stampedes around the entertainment district, said. In one instance, a number of cars stopped, and the occupants had a street party and threw rocks and bottles at police. He tried to get them to move, he said. So, I mean, that's not hard to believe, man. We see that a lot. Like, with our people, they like... when they turn up, it's like something else. Another instance, someone fired a gun into the air, sent 200 to 300 people running, he said. Another stampede started from a fight, turning the sidewalk area of establishments upside down with glasses and chairs aside, used as weapons. Man, okay. I guess people did get hurt, he said. I'm really concerned, the police, he said. How long can you go before something bad happens? Well, I guess over here, he just saying, like, if you think you can just do anything, don't come, because we're about to shut it down. But, okay, that's it. Now let's get to the Atlanta All-Star Weekend. There's violence everywhere. Police respond to shooting across Atlanta during NBA All-Star Week. Okay. Okay, Atlanta police have responded to several shootings. Man, I heard about this one. Man, for like at least 2 weeks. But this right here. This right here is something else, man. Shooting in Metro Atlanta. Crowds flood the city ahead Sunday night's lights. And I'm to inform y'all again. I'm going over this for a reason. I'm going this all for a reason. Well, a lot of black people probably not gonna like this, but I mean, this is like a bad dose of medicine we have to take. Really, like for real. Atlanta police have responded to several shooting incidents in Metro Atlanta. Crowds flood the city ahead of Sunday night's NBA All-Star State Farm. Now, this is kind of the laughing matter here because a couple people got killed. One got raped, robbed, same damn day. 2 different events, but police responded to 2 shootings on Oak Street at 8:30 p.m. One man was found dead of a gunshot wound at the scene. Another victim with a gunshot wound was taken to the hospital. It's unclear if 2 shooters were related. Probably not. But around 5 p.m. Sunday, police responded to a report shooting at the racetrack gas station on Pettimont Road and John Wesley Dobbs. Police found 1 man shot, another injured. Man, this don't make no sense. Why, when it's so much of us in the area, it gotta resort to violence? Like, this why I don't do clubs anymore. Cause I'm damn sure I ain't gonna go into a white person club, but I mean, well, what was it? Earlier Sunday, a man was shot off Camp Billington. Dang, like everybody getting shot. City Road at 1 p.m. Police was still investigating the shootings. Another man was shot on Howard Street at around 3:30 p.m. Both victims were taken to the hospital. No suspect information provided. Another shooting. God dang. Nightclub. Earlier Sunday, woman made the trip to Atlanta for August with a friend as a birthday celebration, told Channel 2 Action reporter Christian Jennings. She and others heard gunshots from Lee. Okay. The woman, who did not want to be identified, told Jennings it was a total chaos. People were running for cover. Man, what is this? There's violence everywhere. It's unfortunate, she said. Police worked on another shooting at the same time a few miles away with Whitehall Street. Officer said the incident stemmed from argument between 2 black men. Of course, 1 man was shot and transferred to Gray Hospital. Another man was arrested. The series of shooting this week going to follow a violent few weeks in Atlanta. So this probably boiling up, most likely. But in the video, they tried to say, yeah, it wasn't people coming in. It was Atlanta. You seen the video and that transformer over there too. I had to use this video when I saw that, but yeah, this freaking sad, guys. Like, and people say, like, we make excuses for ourselves, you know. Like, why do we gotta do that? Like, how is it? We blame white people. Okay, white supremacy is real, of course. We blame white people for stuff. Okay, we blame white people for our communities to a point. Yes, they did. They the reason why it did, because, you know, Tulsa, all that other stuff, you know, we can't just let that go. You know, it's a bad contribution onto the next generation. It's you take away from the next generation of the people that before, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like it's didn't end. We got cops out here killing people left and right, you know. But at the same time, we got our own killing us left and right, you know. It's like, we talk about the Proud Boys, but the Proud Boys don't got a gang that's meant for killing each other across the street from each other. Like, it's some things that we have to deal with as a community to move forward. And this should really, the next 5 years, we should really get on code, or it might just literally be too late for Black America. No, I joke around sometimes, you know, I do stuff, but this is like, almost no coming back for our people, you know, for Black America. I know I'm not talking about Africans. I'm not talking about, you know, Puerto Ricans or your homeboy that's Hispanic and you claim that he black or whatever. I'm talking about that you can prove that you came from slavery in America. I'm talking about our people, because it's easier to deal with. We don't have Asian people in our culture. We don't have white people in our culture. We have straight black people, so it's easier to deal with. But all I'm saying is we need to do so much better, and everybody looking at us crazy. So, but the Tamika man. Okay, let's jump to the next subject real quick. This is, you can call it segue. I guess you call it segue, but let's go on to the next point. When we gonna stop believing in these celebrities, man, for so long? For like, Dick Gregory tried to tell us this, man. Like, you know, Malcolm X tried to tell us this, and everybody tried to tell us basically this, you know. And we still don't listen. What is it? 2021. It is Tuesday, April 6th, 11:35 a.m. and we still haven't learned. You know, that's like 60, 70 years, you know. Like, this is ridiculous. And yet okay, I ain't gonna lie. Almost all of us fell for Black Lives Matter to a point. But here's my deal breaker, right? It's back in like 2017, probably. No, this back in like 2016, right? 15, maybe the end of 15. But when I found out who actually runs that organization and check his history, I'm not gonna say his name, but you should research that. And these celebrities, all these organizations that's in bed with the economic, what is it, World Economic Forum, all them things, big tech, they basically in bed with you. This is, I don't want to go on no Scooby-Doo rant, nothing like that, but this is basically how you want to call it, the Illuminati, the New World Order. This is it. I mean, ain't gonna be no devil head, nothing like that. It's show people basically going against you. Let's get into this. Oh yeah, the Tamika Rice. I mean, with the Tamir Rice situation and everything, she was right for calling him out. They dirty for that. Let's get into this. I guess how could you? I mean, I guess they could try to save face for the situation. And if you check, son trying to do some cleanup himself, posting videos every day on YouTube. Like, man, how you pocket watching, man? Y'all some haters. This is disgusting. How we let it get this far? But okay, let me continue. Mother Tamira's Cruz Little Baby's Grammy performance, the bigger picture. Man, did she look powerful up there? She even had white people in the back of her too, and some Hispanics and everybody. Yeah, man, this organization is so inclusive. Man, you got everybody. She just needed Asian to finish it off. But in a number of Facebook posts, Samira mentioned Tamika multiple times, arguing the performance of this type got in the way of achieving extra justice with regards to instances of police brutality. And she was not wrong. Like, this been going on. Okay, let's say this. We've been around the Ice Cube NWA era, right? I mean, you could argue that what's his name, Suge Knight, all them guys, like, they had something to do with the downfall of Black America rap, right? I mean, Black Americans, period. To some point, you're right, but let's take Suge Knight out the picture. Just rap music, period, was a form of how could you say, form of pushing against the system. Now you got Little Baby 2021 over here. I'm gonna make y'all be the judge of that, but Little Baby. We got Tekashi 6ix9ine, King of New York. We have little yachty, little boat. But yeah, let's finish this. I mean, y'all can add it up, guys. But look at this cop chaser Samaria, whose son was killed by white Cleveland cop Timothy Loham in 2014 at the age of 12, said in one post. Damn. Did she lose something in this fight? I don't think so. That's the problem. They take us for a joke. That's why we never have justice cover shit like this. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better. I mean, I would probably use a few more explicitives, but shortly after those posts started making headlines, a joint statement from Samira Rice and Lisa Simpson, the mother of Richard Risher, was released. We never hired them to be the representatives in the fight for justice for our dead loved ones murdered by the police. The statement, which named Tamika Mallory and Ben Crump among the other prominent voices, said the activists have events in our city has not given us anything substantial for using our loved ones' images and names on their flyers. That's sick. That's dirty. They basically take dead black men and make money off them. Look, guys, this is y'all. This y'all MLK. This y'all Francis Wells Cressing. This the new civil rights movement, guys. This what black people voted for. Look, guys, that's y'all hero. Hold on, where my son at? I don't even want to hear him talk. That's y'all hero, guys. That's who y'all voted for. Joe Biden and his goon squad. There you go. But his black goon squad. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's black goon squad. I had to put it there because he got some Hispanics goon squad. He got Asian goon squad. Man, y'all thought Trump was bad, but okay. Tamika then spoke on her efforts at avoiding divisiveness within the movement. People love that divisiveness. People love to say that. I would never ever allow my organization or my team to be used as a tool in a master's box. She said, why do you always got it? Okay. I would never allow that. So if that's what you're looking for, you might as well turn away because it's not going to happen. Like Tamika said, she and her team, which includes Until Freedom Group, whose co-founder also includes May's son, have also been careful not to speak about cases of individuals with whom they have not worked with directly. There you go. Well, let's go back. Not to speak about cases or individuals whom they have not worked with directly. So they don't even talk to these people, but they make millions of dollars out their name. They just expose themselves. There you go. Samaria and I have never actually sat down and had a phone conversation or met anyway. She said, so therefore, never met him. So therefore, I could never be so disrespectful to speak about her child or to have a campaign that do she realize what she's saying? Child, to have a campaign that addresses her child, use her child's name to lift any cause. To the end, I guess, Miss Rice said she wants me to not speak of her child. And while I may not have been doing it in the past, I will be very, very, very careful on going forward. Man, whatever. I really don't want to finish this. Tamika Mallory really making me sick. You know, I hate white supremacists, but it's black coons that make my blood boil the most, you know. Tamika added that too. Criticism definitely hurt. Nothing that she's available to Samira and other families directly affected by police brutality to be supportive if necessary. How was y'all just seeking a check, man? How is that being supportive? But but now I'm gonna segue to something else, right? Now, if you look up how much network, now I know network don't actually means how much money they have, but Tamika Mallory and May's son got a big amount of money, over $2 million each, over $2 million. So y'all should go check that out. Like, y'all should really go look at this, cause this what y'all voted for. These are y'all new era civil rights people. Now let's see who is paying their bills. The Open Society Foundation. Now, y'all should look this up, guys. Works to build vibrant and inclusive democracies whose governments are accountable to their citizens. Now, this is democratic propaganda all the way. I'm not a Republican or anything, but I'm just saying. Democrats have been far more worse to us. Well, and far more insidious to us, let's say that. Now, let's see what this open society about. It's active in more than 120 countries around the world. So America's not the only base, right? The MADIC program gives thousands of grants every year towards building inclusive and vibrant democracies. Now I can wonder what that means, right? Is that like giving money to schools to include like same gender sex education, something like that? Could that be something like that? Now let's see where they work at. Okay. They operate in 7 locations. Africa. That wasn't surprising, you know. And I got some things to say about the African stuff recently. I mean, I have respect for Africans told like the whole continent, not just any Pacific region, just the whole continent as a whole. I just have respect for all Africans, but I mean, you know, it's just some people in your in some of your countries in Africa that's you know, that been showing out lately. But I mean, that's for another video. But then we got Asia Pacific, Eurasia, Europe, Latin America, and the Caribbean. These all the places. These basically Middle East and North. I love how they split up Africa. I love how they split up Africa. And the United States. Now these, I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I'll say like 4 out of these countries have a high population concentration of black people. This ain't for no reason, guys. Like, they literally operate on every continent. And I'm pretty sure I know what country they specifically in Africa. What countries they in Africa. And Latin America. Pretty much. They pretty much in all African countries, to be honest with you, but now this guy right here. This guy. Now, so happily, he is the, what was it? He the founder of Black Lives Matter, or something along them lines. But yeah, he's the founder and chairman of the Open Society Foundation. This dude has do your research on this, man. He has a lot to do with British. Let's just say that. And a lot of money getting destroyed in Britain. Well, getting taken away. Let's just say that. Just do your research. But yeah, this man is in cities. It's the face in cities. Let's see. I click on it. Let's see. Hold up. Oh, I can click on it. Okay. Okay, we are in. I don't see United States. Latin America, the Caribbean. The Open Society works ranges drug policy reform, reducing violence to promote government transparency and the media freedom, expanded participation of women politics. Now, let me tell you guys right now, if this dude, that the founder of the Open Society Foundation, right, if he controls Black Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter the way it is, do you think this gonna be run any better? This is all set up, guys. Look at this. The philanthropic work in Africa in 1979. Today, the Open Society Foundation have a network foundations of offices across the country working on democratic governance, economic advancements, host of their issues. Wow, they got a hold up. Okay. Yeah, they probably trying to set up bases everywhere, establishment basically everywhere. This is the people that basically paying Tamika Mallory and Mason, and if you think about it, their ilk. You need to do some research on these people, guys. Like the human rights movement institutions. Like these guys, it's not good. Look at this. Since 2016, average unchanged budget. Ryan Son, Black Lives Matter got its legs. Let's see, early childhood and education. Hopefully, we got some information about this. They put a lot of money towards that. Africa, first Europe though. Okay. Now let's move on to the next article that I'm mainly want to talk about. Global World Economic Forum. These people. That's the reason I say we need to get it together. Cause it's getting about that time where if you don't got no plan, if we don't have no plan for our people, they got the plan for us. They know what to do with us. These people try to make a move. Now, Democrats believe, I'm not saying they're in line with Democrats, but they in line with their causes. Like, these people, like, how can I say? What's the saying goes? Don't let a good catastrophe go to waste. There'll be the exact definition of it. If you went a year without hearing, like a little bit over a year without hearing these people, you know what? Most black people don't even know about these people, right? Every time I look up something about them, mostly white people, so it's like, we need to be aware about stuff like this, especially as black Americans. There's literally no excuse right now in this time to say, I didn't know. Look at the stuff, look at some of the stuff they talk about. Futurism means to see beyond COVID-19. Here's how to time travel. Futurism, they thinking about, they have plans. And I don't think Negroes, us, we involved in them. Well, I mean, probably become fourth-class citizens, but, they don't really have a distinct plan for us in mind. What else? Do we need a Paris Agreement for tech? What? You hear this? That's how far it is now in time. This is 2021. How virtual world, this what black people, this what we need to start talking about mostly. Me personally, this is why I took off a year. I've been studying computer science for the last year now. Getting my certification and everything. Learning skills that'll be a lot valuable in the future. Right now, I'm cybersecurity. That is something to get into. But it's a few YouTubers, black YouTubers, that talk about this. That's why I got some of the ideas from some of them, like, can't remember his name. I probably will come to you later, but it's a few YouTubers I enjoy. Quantum technologies can transform innovation and mitigate climate change. Yeah, and I got my own beliefs about climate change. Yeah, it's gonna be another video too, but look at, and this the thing I was talking about in my last videos. Other races, right? Japan have its own smart cities. Shit, we don't even own the street, my nigga. Like, what do we own? Like, I'm not straight up comparing us to Japanese people because, of course, they had room to grow. Of course, right? But it's like, when we gonna take each other serious? When we gonna be like, okay, we ain't got nothing, instead of going to, where's that picture? Where's that at? I'm trying to get to it. Instead of going out in Miami Beach when you're 40 years old and you got 3 kids and shit. Look at this. We out here, you know. Yeah, I'm kind of in the country, so you know it ain't going that fast. But yeah, we out here want to be niggas all day, and them niggas making a plan for you. This ain't, like I said, it's town place. I like to party like everybody else, but come on, guys, we should do a lot more better than this. Let's get back and wrap this up. Probably gonna get to 2 more articles or 1 more, but let me see. Global World Economic Forum. But this is exactly what we need to do better right here. And most people don't even know, most black people don't even know about Industrial Revolution. Now this picture right here, to your very right, with 1.0, 2.0, mechanization, steam, and water power. This is the first industrial revolution. I'm gonna get into this probably in the next video, but yeah, most definitely I'm gonna get to the next video. This industrial revolution and we're looking out for them. But mass production of electricity. This the second. Electric and IT sensors automation. We was here, and now we get into cloud computing, cyber security. You know, like Linux and stuff like that. Linux gonna get a little bit more, how could you say, more complex with other programs and stuff like that. We get into like, yeah, it's gonna be a whole different animal. That's basically it. And we still over here talking about Kevin Samuels and shit like that, but on dating coaches and shit. It's CBN COVID crisis. Let's see what they do to CBN this COVID. Read a little bit of this real quick. The COVID-19 crisis is shining a clean light on the immense challenges of planning for the future and amid extreme uncertainty. Now more than ever, leaders need tools to help them understand where they are headed beyond the near term. Future discussions can feel like blizzards of buzzwords. Here are 3 steps to predict trends and plans accordingly. Man, look at this. Begin by looking back. I ain't gonna read all this stuff. Don't predict the future, project several of them. This is what they be talking about. And I mean, seek out the enduring. I like all this stuff. Like, these people, I'm not saying they all bad people, you know, but they bad to me because they never seen black people ever in their plans at all. So we need to do better now. This is basically the time to be like, okay, what I need to do, because it's a big opportunities coming. I'm talk about this in my next video. The digital age, everything like that, and how can we get into the 4th industrial revolution as black Americans, you know? And it's not like, I'm not saying Africans are worst off people, but it's just the fact we are technically technology literate. Our generation's a little more or we a little bit more technical savvy more than the older generation. Or let's just say black people, mostly black people in like different countries in Africa because of poverty. We know slavery happened to black Americans, to us and all that, but we have a unique opportunity right now. And as Americans, we need to use these advantages that we have to further our black cause. I'm trying to find a word for that too, but I'm gonna get into this a lot more next video. For ethical tech lessons we learn, how blockchain, yeah, that's gonna be very important. Blockchain is gonna be real important for you. How smart cities and why interoperability would be crucial. Let's go glance through that a little. Come on, look at that. Yeah, but fans play central role in managing efficient urban development, population growth, like this right here. I'm not saying we should become tech geniuses and shit like that, but we should think about, like, as people, we should think about owning stuff like concrete factories, like to build roads, or like, and it's the thing, black men in America, we tend to transport 18-wheelers a lot. I mean, we should do something with that, but everything's changing before our eyes, It's like, better hurry up, because Joe Biden ain't playing with black Americans. He just let in, your replacements, basically. He just told you straight up. But, that's what we voted for, so it just sped it up some more for us. If the world changes a bit to speed up for black people, this flock of people coming in did. I ain't saying it like, I don't blame them, because they opportunists, basically, that need help. I don't blame that, but it's just the fact that they come straight to our communities. They drop them off at our communities, and we don't have no say-so, because we don't control the immigration system. So it's like, I understand. But Fourth Industrial Revolution, right, is an ongoing automation. This the future. I say in 2030, we gonna be at the cusp of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. But here you go. Our traditional manufacturing industrial practices using modern smart technology, large-scale machine-to-machine communications, and Internet of Things are integrated for increased automation, improved communication, self-monitoring, and production of smart machines that can analyze and diagnose issues without the need of human intervention. Basically, almost everything gonna be run on AI units. That's what it seems like. But yeah, man, we gonna get into this next video for sure. Then we probably gonna discuss our position on the world as black Americans on the world stage globally. Yeah, that's gonna be something to talk about right there. But yeah, we're gonna get into Black Lives Matter a little bit more next video. But yeah, guys, if you like the videos, subscribe, whatever. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Put some comments. Give me some positive criticism.